You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Now, if you just joined us in the room as we were talking about Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Now, they got into an altercation at the Harper's Bazaar fashion show this weekend, and it was pretty nasty. Cardi B stepped to Nicki Minaj and was saying, you know, you've been sneak dissing me, talking about my kids. She threw a shoe at Nicki. The shoe didn't connect, as we can see, but it seems like Cardi B did get a knot on her head. We're assuming that somebody said, I guess, one of the security guards elbowed her in the head.
Yeah, security guard accidentally elbowed her in the head.
Mm-hmm. So that's what they're saying. That's how she got that knot. But it wasn't Nicki. Nicki didn't swing on her, or none of Nicki's people swung on her. They said it was a security.
Question?
So the question is 800-585-1051. Do you think Cardi B should have reacted the way that she did? I do, absolutely. Keep that same energy. I don't care if it doesn't matter where I see you. If I got a problem with you and we in the same vicinity, let's have this conversation. And if this conversation goes past the conversation, then it goes past the conversation. And that's the way Cardi B felt, and I don't see no problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, my take on the situation is just as immature. You know, I don't have feelings about the situation. Yes, it is.
Oh.
I don't have feelings about the situation. I don't think it's wrong. I don't think it's right either, though. My first reaction is I don't like it because I don't like seeing black people fight like that, you know, but two things can be true because as much as I don't like seeing us fight like that, I do like seeing people get pressed if they deserve to be pressed because
Absolutely.
I'm tired of people just running their mouth on social media, people running their mouth on radio and podcasts.
No repercussions.
And there's no repercussions.
Yes.
There's no consequences to those words. Look, I came up in an era, and which wasn't too long ago.
True.
You know, where I would get pressed all the time. I've had to fight out here in these streets for things that I've said. Mm-hmm. I've had to run from fights because of things that I've said.
I had to fight. I had to fight because of things that you said.
I've been pressed by rappers, and when them rappers press you, whether it's Busta Rhymes, Mace, who has pressed me, I got to keep that same energy. I got to say the same things that I've been saying on radio and on podcasts to them.
I got pressed more because of the things that you said than the things that I actually said.
Stay out the street.
Real Lambo, Mace, Busta, yeah.
By the way, I was there. I was at the same place Real Lambo was. If Real Lambo wanted to find me, he could have found me. I was there in Miami.
You wasn't at the club?
What you mean?
We
literally had just left, and we were still at the club because we was doing a live broadcast from the club Live in Miami.
I told him to come see you.
But he didn't, and thank God he didn't, because I don't be having time for that. I don't want to listen, man.
But anyway,
I don't want none of these issues. All I'm saying is I just get tired of people just chatting without any consequences happening for all that chatting.
Can I be a little childish?
Yes, go ahead.
I was just mad at Cardi B for one thing.
You was mad because Cardi B didn't walk up to her calm and nice.
Cardi B should have walked over calm and collected.
Nicki, how are you?
No, and then when she got close, bing, 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 bing.
Right,
she was too aggressive from the start. And once you're aggressive, my security, if I'm Nicki, my security did the right thing. They got to make sure she's far away. But if she'd have just smoothly just walked in there.
And by the way, I want to tell all the Barbs something too. You know, because they're going to say we being biased. If it was the other way around and Nicki had smoke with somebody and Nicki wanted that person touched, and Nicki ran up on that person going crazy, I wouldn't have no problem with that either. I didn't have no problem when she checked Miley Cyrus on stage and said, Miley, what's good?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have no problem with that. I don't have no problem with a public pressing. If you've been chatting on podcasts, if you've been chatting on radio, if you've been sneak dissing on social media, you deserve to get pressed. I can't tell people how to react. I tell y'all that all the time. If I push you, and you punch me back, I shouldn't have pushed you. You can't tell people how to react.
I'm with you 1,000,001%.
And please stop saying that she shouldn't have did that at the freaking fashion show, man. Ain't nothing in there but a bunch of European, coked out sexual deviants.
I don't know
that's dressed nice.
I don't know about that. There's be some black people in there too, but I agree with you. It could go down anywhere.
Yeah, if it was BET Hip Hop Awards, BET Awards, y'all wouldn't care.
BET
but
Awards.
It's in front of those white people
Church.
at the Harper's Bazaar fashion show, and they need to know how to act.
Baby
shower.
shower.
It's so much. It's more cocaine. If the feds was to run up in that place, it's so much cocaine in there. God damn it.
Sound like you've been here before. Ashley.
Yes.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Now you don't think they should have fought there?
No, not right there.
Why, Ashley? Why not, Ashley?
It was first of all, they both know New York like the back of their hand. Y'all could have met up anywhere.
We ain't got time. We not meeting up to fight. It's on site when I see you.
Exactly. What are you talking about?
On site. That's what Ron Ali and Nicki's friend kept saying in their little
podcast. I know you're talking about the weekly show. Riley and Brooke Bailey. Go ahead.
On site. They always say on site. So they both could have met up somewhere. They give it, you know, I'm sorry to say it, but white people more.
Oh, Lord! hear it. I don't want to hear it. I ain't got time for this. I don't want to hear it. No. Y'all care too much what white people think. Hang up.
Cardi gave a show for other people.
Mama.
Sorry, I don't want to hear that. Don't call up here with that. We're not doing that this morning. Nope.
Christian.
Nope.
Yo, what up?
You don't think they should have fought, man? You don't think it should have been on site?
I mean, it's an unpopular thought, but, say what you want about my kid, but as long as you don't put your hands on my kid or threaten my kid's life, you got to be the bigger person.
Nah.
Better way you could have handled that.
See, I look at it like, if I got a problem with you, I'm going to have a problem with you if there's 1,000 people in there, if there's 5 people in there, if we had church, if we had Fashion Week, if we had a funeral, if we had what else is there? What do Spanish people call the 16-year-old stuff? A quinceañera. It doesn't matter where this going down. It's going to happen. 800.
You can't listen. Y'all got to listen. This is the problem with the world right now, and I keep saying this about social media. People say whatever they want. And then when they have to deal with what they said, they like, man, you shouldn't react that way.
Nope.
No, you can't tell me how to react to what you said. People be saying things and don't expect the outcome that they got an outcome that they want. No, that's not how this works.
800.
That's not how this works.
585-1051. What do you think about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's altercation? Do you think Cardi B should have reacted that way? Call us now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Hello, who's this?
Lisa.
Hey, Lisa, what did you think about Cardi B stepping to Nicki Minaj at the Fashion Week?
I think it was fine. I'm actually shocked that people are so surprised she conducted herself that way. That's the way Cardi came into this anyways, isn't it?
Right.
Yeah, but you know how we, black people can be. We care so much about white people. Think, why would you act like that in front of the white people?
Hello, who's this?
Yo, what up, though? This is D.
B, what's up?
So, one, to talk on that whole thing about where you at. I respect you because from the KC crew, when you and your wife was out the country and dude was at Gia, you stepped to him. You ain't care who it was. You feel me? You ain't care where y'all was at.
It might not be the smartest thing, but it is what it is. I'd rather, look, if you disrespect me or you put me in a way where I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to step to you.
Tell them what happened.
Right.
You was in Jamaica
and
somebody grabbed your ass.
Somebody grabbed, not my ass. Somebody grabbed my wife's ass, and I stepped to him, and my wife didn't want to tell me because she was like, we were in a foreign country. We had nobody there with us, but I don't care. That's just me. But, I keep the same energy.
Yeah, and with Nicki and Cardi, Nicki done went at a whole slew of people. And as soon as somebody stepped up to her, she ran. She was threatening Miley Cyrus, Mariah Carey, Taylor Swift, like all these people that she knew wasn't going to step up. When Remy snapped at her, she ran over to Nas. Now, if Cardi stepped to her, she ran right behind her security. What happened to all that mouth? What happened to all that tough tone? She's supposed to boss up.
And I do like the fact that Cardi is living her raps. Okay, Cardi with the smoke. You know what I mean? But this has nothing to do with Cardi and Nicki. This to me has to do with people in this era just saying whatever they want, doing whatever they want,
right.
Getting on radio, getting on these podcasts, getting on the internet, and
agree.
just talking slick, and they don't get no consequences and repercussions.
No repercussions.
So when I see some public pressing going on, I can't really be too mad at it.
I love it, and it's gonna be sad, and I know I shouldn't be saying this, but I think it should get back to the days when people get punched in the face.
And by the way, those days were just 6-7 years ago. Charlamagne the God has been punched in the face for the things that he said. You've seen me on camera running from fights. I've also had to whip some ass out here in these streets for things that I've said. Mm-hmm. When rappers press me publicly, I got to have that same energy. And I ain't talking about what y'all see in this studio. I'm talking about things that y'all haven't seen. I'm talking about things that happen behind the scenes.
Outside, right. Exactly.
And we know, like we all know. So it's like, yo, you got to, I respect people who keep that same energy, like they get pressed and still say what they got to say, or they get pressed and say what they have been saying about that person to their face.
Right.
Other than that, I don't got no respect for what you do.
All right. Was that your moral of the story?
Yes. And I can't wait to I can't wait to listen to Queen Radio later on.
Today at 1 o'clock.
I don't want to hear no tough talk either, by the way. And guess what? If she does talk tough, cool. Just when you see Cardi, just make sure you do to Cardi what she did to you.
My goodness.
All right?